Something smells good. I know, it must be that massive pie of awesome over there called Access Episode 59. Let's break open the crust and see what's inside. There's coverage from the recent Access Live event in London, an interview with Far Cry 3 lead writer Jeffrey Yohalem, and Lego The Lord of the Rings in our PlayStation briefing. But first, get out your happy face and inner 7-year-old, because our game of the week is Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two.
Unless you're actually evil, everyone's got at least one favourite Disney moment. Mine include being terrified by Dumbo, definitely not crying during The Lion King, and always assuming that my first kiss would probably take place on a magic carpet. The thing I love best about Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two, is that it takes this hash of nostalgia and memories that we all have, and it makes it into an explorable game world. It's called The Wasteland, and it's filled with old Disney characters who have been forgotten, which is both heartbreaking and awesome at the same time. Among them is Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, clearly not lucky enough to avoid ending up on the scrap heap for 70 years, who in the first game teamed up with his animated brother Mickey Mouse to save the Wasteland from, well, a big black blob. I guess they're adopted. Now trouble is rebrewing in the Wasteland, and Mickey returns to straighten things out with a 9mm and a heart full of regrets. Not really, he uses a magic paintbrush and a tight pair of button shorts, restoring the world around him with blue paint or erasing things using green thinner, which you can direct with a PlayStation Move motion controller. The duality of the controls reflects the fact that you can play the game in two ways, as a creative force for good or as a careless destructive maniac. I know what you're thinking, that it's bound to be more fun if you melt everything, but beware, this being a Disney universe, it only takes a couple of whacked mops to crack even the hardest heart. Oh God, is he alright? The big change this time is that Oswald's a playable character too, armed with an electronic remote control for repairing machinery or frying enemies. He becomes available in split-screen co-op, introducing satisfyingly cartoony interactions like Mickey throwing Oswald up in the air, or using his big rubbery rabbit ears like a trampoline. It's classic Disney. You will have to spoil it, don't you? Some of the gameplay is a little straightforward, none of the puzzles are particularly puzzling, unlike the reason Goofy and Donald Duck are now robots, which I'm still trying to figure out. But in the end, it doesn't matter. Just like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Kingdom Hearts, or rubbing your nude torso against the Phineas and Ferb display in the Disney store, the real joy of Epic Mickey is in being immersed in an imaginative world full of characters who wouldn't ordinarily get to interact with each other.
It is a strange thing, is it not?
Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two is out on the 23rd of November, and we recommend it more than turning Bambi off before the end.
Does she stay dead?
Time to reap this week's news harvest. It's your PlayStation briefing. With Daniel Craig's chiselled mug currently plastered across silver screens countrywide in Skyfall, you might be happy to hear that fresh DLC is now available for 007 Legends that lets you play through the events of Bond's latest on your PS3. Events like driving a motorbike onto a train, sniping at men on a train and having a big sweaty fist fight on a train. Plus, if you already own 007 Legends, then the DLC is completely free. 00 heaven for your purse. It would appear sharp-suited assassins are all the rage this autumn, what with Bond dominating the cinema and Agent 47 making his long-awaited PS3 debut in Hitman Absolution. The game is out right now, and we recently caught up with developer IO Interactive in the hope of stealing some advice for Hitman virgins.
You can either go guns blazing or be more stealthy or anything in between, but no matter what approach you choose, I think that just taking your time and actually enjoying it and becoming engrossed in the world is going to pay huge dividends in the experience they're going to get.
And finally, out this Friday is a game that's going to rule them all, find them, bring them all in, and put them in darkness and bind them, and I've done that wrong, haven't I? Who cares? Lego The Lord of the Rings is here, and it's going to be brilliant like rolling in the mud with Orlando Bloom. It's massive and open world too, meaning you can simply walk into Mordor. Rate that out of 10 by means of a massive number above your head, please, Mr. Frodo. Good Hobbit. That's your lot for briefing. We'll have more news for you next week. Saving the planet one eco-friendly download at a time now, it's your roundup from On the Store. Who'd win in a fight between Dante and Kratos? The answer? Sackboy! This is, of course, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, the game that lets you pit your PlayStation heroes against one another in a 4-on-4 free-for-all to decide once and for all who's the coolest. Hint, it's not you, Raiden, even with those titanium bum implants. And the All-Stars just keep on rolling out, except they're Sega ones this time in Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. The mega-playable kart racer has finally arrived with tons of characters, loads of intricate tracks, and here's the best bit, flying karts! Also, floating karts and karts driving on the road. For all of that colourful kart action, download the game today. And finally, big news for PlayStation Vita owners. PlayStation Plus has landed on the all-conquering handheld with the 2.0 firmware update, which also means a new version of the Instant Game Collection, a bundle of hot titles available for download at no extra cost to your subscription. The PS Vita version gives you access to 4 games a month and starts off with 2 of the best titles around, Uncharted Golden Abyss and Gravity Rush. Get downloading. That's all from the store for this week. We'll be back with more digital wonder next time. With the lush brutality of Far Cry 3 right around the corner, we caught up with lead writer Jeffrey Yahalem for this week's bonus level to talk open worlds, open guts, and openly crackers characters called Vars.
In Far Cry 3, you can approach missions from any direction, 360-degree approach. You can take whatever playstyle approach you want, and the missions will adapt to it. The AI adapts, so you can come in stealthily and sneak around for your objective, or you can come in guns blazing, or you can try to incite an animal to jump into the camp and attack people and then sneak in while that's going on. So it's really open to expression. The game is about the player being able to express whatever they want to express and have fun. The player's actions in the game matter. The game is responding to the player and to the player's abilities. The goal is always to have the player experiencing the story for themselves rather than telling a story to them. That they should be experiencing the emotions of the game.
Far Cry 3 is out on November the 30th, and we'll have plenty more on the game in next week's show. Do you know what we've not done for ages? Thrown an awesome live event for the Access community with food, drink, and a ton of games so new that some of them haven't even been released yet. So that's just what we did at a top London location last Saturday, with an awesome crowd made up of you coming along to play the likes of Hitman Absolution, God of War Ascension and Far Cry 3, which incidentally you'll be seeing a lot more of in next week's show. Also at the event was Seth Killian, lead designer on PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, and a man brave enough to chance humiliation by taking on the crowd at his own game. Well, at least he had an easy win against us to settle his nerves.
To see this kind of crowd just going nuts, like yelling and screaming, has been totally more than I could ever expect. My secret to beating everybody right now, I know a few dirty tricks, but my experience playing the beta, everybody got really good really quickly, so I'm confident I'm only going to be on top for maybe a day after the game is released, and then I'll be at the bottom again. My number one character right now is Nathan Drake. He's brilliant to play as, and I've been having a great time with him, and then also I've been playing Rappa the Rapper, who's another one of my favorite characters from PlayStation history. My favorite level 3 move right now, I would say, is probably Big Daddy's. He submerges the entire stage in water, even if the stage is a plane flying through the air. The other reason it's my favorite is because there's all sorts of little Easter eggs you'll find. As you do it, you'll find all sorts of surprising characters swimming through the background. So keep your eyes open with Big Daddy's level 3, and I think it'll be worth your time.
I played Battle Royale before, but now I got to play with other characters. Now I can say that it's really cool. Like the other characters, they feel like you play as the characters in their own game, but still in a fighting game.
I really enjoyed the Ni no Kuni thing. I think it's like beautiful. It looks really amazing as well.
Ni no Kuni, that's it. That's the one.
I've been playing PlayStation All-Stars, a lot of PlayStation All-Stars. That's my favourite game here at the moment.
Thanks to Seth and to everyone else who came along to see us. We'll hopefully see you all again soon. With LEGO The Lord of the Rings hitting PS3 and PS Vita this week, and the Hobbit movie right around the corner, Middle-earth fever has hit Access Towers with some rather worrying side effects.
Look at them having their little conversations about LEGO Lord of the Rings without Paul Rob.
Oh God, here we go. I can only apologise.
Oh God, that stinks. Rob, you've got to stop that. That is horrible. He's eating raw fish again.
Is it? Dave and Becky, I can't believe you're playing Lego Lord of the Rings. I can't believe you're playing my copy of Lego Lord of the Rings. And you, Becky, you filthy little things. It's mine. Precious.
Oh, do shut up.
That was